All right, this particular video is about transparent image backgrounds. Now, I have brought it up in the past in another video, buried in another lecture video, but here I want to talk about it specifically and mention that I've had by far the most luck doing transparent images in PowerPoint. And it also can work in other types of images. This talks about the limitations of Microsoft Paint, where Microsoft Paint cannot create what's called a transparent color. And there's a couple of problems. Problem number one, you need to have a file, an image or photo file that supports transparent colors. So you can see through a section, it's clear like glass. And so this walks you through. I'm not going to go through the file specifically on the lines, but if you look at PowerPoint, it's really, really easy to do this. So, for example, if I go to PowerPoint and I say, I'm going to click on the slide here anywhere. I'm just going to say insert a picture, and I'm going to go to sample pictures, and I'll go to, let's say, penguins, just because I like the penguins. Now, the problem with a photograph is that the color is really specific about which color is transparent and which color is not. So this works really a lot better if you have images that have a solid color background or something. This has a lot of different colors, but I still want to show you how it works. So I'm going to click on the picture and go to, it automatically is taking me to the picture tools here. And one of the things in picture tools is color. So I can select the color drop-down arrow. And at the bottom here, there's a set transparent color. So I click on that, and now I have a special arrow, and I'm going to select the white behind them and click on that. And you see how it just popped. You can see click to something title. The white is now transparent. All of the white is now transparent. So if I move that image, you can see where it is or isn't transparent by moving it around. I've made the white color transparent. And that can be hugely valuable when I'm trying to do certain images. So if I wanted to go to, for example, let's go to, I don't know, money clip art. Now you can see here, some of them are already supposed to be transparent. They might not be, but when you see this grid in the back, that indicates that the original image had a transparent background. They might have screwed it up, and now when you download the picture, it's actually going to be a picture of the background looking like a checkerboard. And wow. All right. Save image as. Going to go to pictures, and I'm going to go to, well, sample for now. Actually, let me go into Adobe where there's nothing else. And I'm going to just save this as images.jpg. Let's go back to this file, and I got to finish the last steps. I didn't finish everything with that picture of the penguins. So now I'm going to go to My Pictures, Adobe, where I just saved that, images.jpg, and you'll notice that even though it's white, it's not clear. So now I can take color, set transparent, and click on any of the white area, and now all of the white is transparent. But I have to save it as a file that supports transparency. So the last step is to right-click on the file and choose Save as Picture, or Save Picture As, or Save Picture. Depends on the version exactly what you're going to get, but you cannot save a JPEG. You have to save a PNG, a portable network graphics file, a PNG file. There are more that support transparent colors, a lot more than this, but this is the, I guess, the most universal, publicly accessible, non-licensed format of an image file that supports these colors. So I'm going to go back into Adobe and I'm going to save this as transparent 1. Save. Now I don't need my PowerPoint anymore. No, don't save that. Oops, wrong one. Now, if I'm doing something, let's say File, New, and I'm going to make some business cards. And I'm going to pick this template. What did I click on? Take that again. Sorry. File, New. Business cards, search, download. There we have the business card. And let's say you wanted this layout. Delete. So I'm changing the layout. Insert picture. From Adobe, where I just saved it. And I have the non-transparent image first. Insert. And I want to have money bags over here. Oops. First, it's falling behind the text, so I want to say wrap text. That's one of the challenges. If I'm in a picture, I want to wrap the text. Is it not letting me wrap the text? Oh, well, it's not letting me wrap the text there. So I'm going to go up to the menu and I'm going to say in front of text. All right, so now I've got a picture and I want the picture over here, but it's messing with my images. Even if I make it a little smaller, you can see how the corners of that image are just messing with it. It doesn't look right. But, you know, there's no way I can lay that out. Possibly I can say behind text. Let's see what happens if I do that. Wrap text. behind text. It still won't go behind this green element in my business card. I'm kind of screwed. What do I do? So let me delete that image and try the transparent one. Insert, picture, transparent. It's the same image. And what I'll do is I'll give that the word transparent, I'll add it to the end of a name. So if I have an image on my computer called Moneybags, I'll just change it to a PNG file called moneybags_transparent.png. So the two file names are the same except for the ending part where I add transparent, and I make sure that I have the right format of PNG. So before I do anything, I'm going to wrap the text in front of text, wrap text, make sure the image is in front of the text so it doesn't slip behind things. That's really a pain in the bottom when an image or something in a text box you're working on slips behind stuff. And now look. Now that slips in there pretty nicely. Even where it overlaps with the border, it looks pretty nice. Now it's not perfect. There's a little bit of gotcha white dots in here. I would technically have to bring this into Photoshop and fix those white dots if I wanted this picture to overlap with the green background with a perfect layout. If I wanted a tiny white line around it, there might be a little Photoshop cleanup to do, but you can see how much better that is. And if I don't want it to overlap and just fit in that spot, bingo, there it is. It's not, the corners are not messing with this beautiful half circle element because the white corners are now transparent corners. Super handy when doing web design, when doing business cards, when doing brochures, when doing anything where pictures need to line up a certain way and it's not just good enough to stack them a certain way. Because sometimes you can solve the same problem just by putting one thing behind another, but it doesn't always work. Transparent colors solves a lot of complex layout problems. So that's it for transparent colors and images. You can do the same thing in Word. I've just had problems with doing it in Word where sometimes the images don't work out as well. My go-to is PowerPoint. My shortcut, if I don't want to pull up Photoshop or some other heavy-duty tool, I can do it quickly and easily in PowerPoint, way better than I can do it in any other fancier tool.